Hello there guys, a warm welcome from me, Zen Savage. Today I'm bringing you a new episode of Let's Play Leeds United Career Mode. Sorry this one's taken so long to get out to you guys. I've been really busy and not really had time to do much. But we're going to get on with some inquiries now. We've got Dexter Blackstock who I've inquired about, and I'll see where that goes. Good player for us. Unfortunately, he's suffered a knee injury which has ended his time at Leeds and probably ended any hopes that we had of signing him. Speaking of players, I tried to sell someone, but it really didn't happen, so I just left it be. I decided to look for a pacey centre midfielder who was available for loan, and I managed to find a bit of a gem. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. But it's Abdallah Yazian or something like that. But he looked pretty good. 19 years of age. Look at his stats. He's got quite a lot about him pace-wise. Balance is good. Acceleration is good. Agility is fantastic. Dribbling and ball control aren't bad either. For this league in the Championship, he would do a job and a half, so I decided to inquire about him. Anyway, on with our first game of today. It's against Nottingham Forest and it is away. This was always going to be a very, very tough game, and that's exactly what it was. We looked to gain the initiative to start with by passing it around Forest, but it just didn't happen for some reason. They played the ball over the top and it worked well, and Blackstock had a really good chance to get the first goal there, but for a fine block from Jason Pearce. That's a great ball over the top, and Blackstock a little bit unlucky not to score. Great tackle in the end. Forest had this corner, Lansbury took, Austin managed to get it on his head, and we look to break now. That's what we should be doing, because we've got plenty of pace in our team with Wells and Masucci, and Wells just wasn't at his races today. He just got dispossessed every chance he got. His first touch was horrendous, and that is a fantastic ball. Peltier is, what's he doing? He's all over the place. Tried to shield the player off and then changed his mind, and I need to be careful here because Shara Reyes, if he turns Wildig's nowhere near him, goes through a flow of bodies and it's 1-0. The only thing I can say about that goal is absolutely shocking defending. Wildig is nowhere near him. I have no idea what he's doing, and we deserve to be 1-0 down. It could have been worse though. Fantastic through ball. Kenny, luckily, he is at his races today and quick off his line and manages to scoop it up. But nothing was really clicking. I mean, no balls were going to feet. No one was on the same wavelength. And if I wasn't careful, we were going to get battered. It's been a pretty abysmal first half, to say the least. And Forest looked comfortable with their lead. They should have had a second one though. Blackstock thinking too much about having a shot. And in the end, it was blocked well again by Paddy Kenny. And got no choice but to force that one out for a corner. And Forest just keeping the pressure on here. We really are under it. And Austin heads it towards goal, which is suicidal. Suicidal defending. Two great blocks there. Stop it from being 2-0, that's for sure. And Naki Wells now needs to use his pace and try and run it down the wing. Get something happening for us. And it's just not. I mean, here, he should pass it. He should pass it, but he doesn't. He tries to go alone, and Forest will soak it up all day long. Another through ball, but luckily Wotton this time is over to cover, and that's half time. A very, very poor half by us, and we need to be better in the second, which we were. This was our first chance of the game, and what a chance it was. A triple save there by the goalkeeper, denied us getting an equaliser, and a poor ball by Wildig again. It just relieves all the pressure that we've just piled on Forest, and I was really pissed off about that. We piled the pressure on there. Mccormack put a lovely ball over the top to Wells, who just thought about it too much, took too many touches, and Forest dispossessed him and cleared the lines, and we're in the 90th minute now, and it just didn't happen for us in the end, and we lost the game 1-0. Forest by far the better team. Back to transfers now, and they want 975k for Dexter Blackstock. I've just gone and offered $1 million, since it's pretty much the same amount via 25k, which is nothing. So we'll see if they accept that. Tommy Rowe transfer offer has been accepted as well. They only want 500k for him, which I think is a steal. So I'm going to offer him a long contract and a good squad role to try and seal his signature before the next game. Hopefully we can do that and plough on with some transfers this season. The other player I was looking at, the young fast kid, Abadal Yalsalin. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I don't care. We've inquired about him. The stated the value is 875, but you might want to try and get him for less. So I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and offer 500k and see what they say, since he's only a future first team player and he's currently listed for loan. Hopefully something comes of that. They're probably going to come back at me, say, you know, we want a better deal, which is fair enough. I'll probably offer him something better. Next game is against Huddersfield Town, which is an absolutely massive game for us. It's at home, so it's really one that we should be looking to win. Rhodes is in high demand. He's got 13 goals this season, placing him at the top of the league for goal scorer, and he's an important transfer target for a few teams. Made another offer for Theo Robinson. Those that have watched my FIFA 13 career videos will know all about him. I think he's a fantastic player, better than Doncaster. Any Doncaster fans watching this, I do apologise, but I think he's a fantastic player, and really he should be doing better than the Championship. But yeah, never really made it at Derby County, and I don't understand why, because I think he's a good player. So I offered 900k for him. I'm not going to take all these on, by the way. I'm just going to see who I can get for what and then work it out from there. As you can see, we're 14th in the table, which is certainly not good enough. We really need to start gaining some points. I think we're only like 10 points off 6th place, so it's not all over yet, but we really need to start putting some points on the board. Anyway, on with the second game of the day, which was against Huddersfield Town at home. A game that we really need to win. And we started off quite well, piled a lot of pressure on. Huddersfield lacklustre passing there at its finest. And it was just one of those games where we went for it, I went for it, and his pace, Masui, paid off divinely, and Austin puts a lovely ball to Ross McCormack, who's not going to miss that. He's in good form at the moment, 8 goals in all competitions, and it's 1-0 in the 41st minute. They don't get much easier than that. The cross made the goal, to be fair, and Austin should be credited for it more than Ross McCormack, because all he had to do was just get a touch on it, and it's in. Right place, right time, 1-0 up. I would love to say that it lasted for long, but unfortunately, guys, it didn't, due to some awful defending on my part. Lost the ball there, and Wotton's all over the place, invites them to have a shot, doesn't in the end, squares it across goal, and Patterson taps it in. That was even easier than my goal. Managed to get back in front though in the 75th minute, won the ball well there. Naki Wells ran it down the line, put a lovely ball in. Huddersfield defence all over the place. Ross nips in and makes it 2-1. He's in great form at the moment, both on my game in FIFA and in real life. I actually recorded this a while ago, so it's just a thing about Ross McCormack at the moment. He's on fire. So yeah, 2-1 up in the 75th minute. This is a huge result for us if we manage to keep it like this. And Ross McCormack, in the end, was quite unlucky not to get a hat-trick. He would have, but for a fine save from the keeper, who manages to tip it wide for a corner. Again, Huddersfield defence all over the place, dispossessed far too easily and almost in for the third goal. On that note, though, I decided to make some substitutions. I thought I would bring off Masucci for Poleon, a similar kind of player, really. And I don't know, I'm going to bring Matt Smith on for his height for the corner. So, yeah, I think Matt Smith's a good player as well, and Naki Wells really hasn't done anything extraordinary today, so he can go off. Hopefully we can get something from this corner and kill the game off, but in the end it's a really poor corner, and Smithies collects it all day long. Huddersfield had one last chance though, and I didn't mess about. Wotton cleared it to Smith, and that was that. Said and done. Massive result for us. We've won 2-1 at home against Huddersfield, and hopefully we can now get a bit of a winning streak going and push for that playoff place, because at the moment it's just not looking like it's going to happen, and we're looking like building for next year more than anything. We've got a few more updates now. The contract offer was declined by Tommy Rowe again. The contract offer by Dexter Blackstock was accepted though, which I'll get into in a minute. So he's not happy that he's going to be a squad rotation player, so I need to offer him a crucial first team player, which he will be because I'm really lacking for left backs at the moment. I've got Peltier playing there at the moment and he's just not a left back. And the offer for Dexter Blackstock has been accepted. He is now officially a Leeds United footballer, well, player, and he will be in my next team, which is a cup game against Plymouth Argyle. However, Jason Pearce wants to discuss his wages, thinks that his contribution to the team offers a bigger contract. Possibly, I'll have to look into how much I have left at the end of this transfer window. The transfer offer for the young superstar, as I'd like to call him, has been unacceptable. I thought it would be, and I'm going to have to offer a little bit more to see if I can get him to join us before this window slams shut. Inform Rhodes has been courted by Swansea City. He'd be a good player for them actually, and I hope that he does go to him because he's tearing it up in the Championship at the moment on my game. So yeah, last game of the day today for you guys is against Plymouth Argyle at home. Easy game, right? Wrong. So wrong. Plymouth turned it on in this game. They really wanted to win this, and a clumsy challenge there by Peltier, who doesn't usually play for me, has resulted in a yellow card, and that's the last thing you need. 2 minutes into the game, already booked, so I've got to be careful now what I do with him. And Plymouth put the ball into the box. It's cleared-ish by us and dispossessed far too easily, and I was worried here that we might concede an early goal, and we almost did. Blizzard snapped that shot wide, and luckily it was wide, otherwise it was testing Paddy Kenny. We piled a little bit of pressure on there though. They just passed it back to the goalkeeper, far too easy, and again they looked like a team that shouldn't be in the league that they were in, and they made us look crap, in other words. But we managed to dispossess them in midfield here, and Dexter Blackstock had a fantastic chance to get his first goal for Leeds United. Unfortunately, he's denied by a great save by the goalkeeper. He's through on goal really though, and he should have put it in the far corner. We had a corner here which was skewed over the bar by Jason Pearce. He's got to do better there. He should have put that one in the back of the net. Dominic Pollard came into the game a little bit more just before half-time. Managed to find Austin the second time of asking with a great pass, who found Pollard again, who had a shot well saved by the goalkeeper, and Blackstock skewed it wide. He's at the side netting. Oh, he should have scored. It would have been harder to miss. Oh, it's a shocking miss. On his debut as well, that will not do his confidence any good whatsoever. We managed to pinch the ball off them there, and Ross McCormack has a shot saved again by the Plymouth keeper, who seems to be on absolute friggin' fire today. They always are in cup games, aren't they? Goalkeepers are always up for it, always wanting to do their best, impress for the clubs, get somewhere in their careers, because that's when they make it or break it, to be honest. This corner resulted in Murphy having a shot, but that was well wide of the mark and never troubling the goalkeeper. Didn't realise Watton was injured until this point, and thought since it's the 83rd minute there was no point in taking him off. I thought I might as well keep him on and try and push for the winner. And we had a good chance to get it. Zach Thompson looking very tired there, puts a lovely ball through to Wells at some defensive mistake, and Wells has just hit it at the goalkeeper. He is not on form at all at the moment. He really seems to be struggling, and Rudy Austin had a chance there to win it. Oh, in the 90th minute, it's like probably the last chance we'll have of the game. He's just struck it against the bar. It's so unlucky. It just needed to dip a little bit more and we would have been celebrating a win and being in the next round. But as it stands, we are looking at playing them at their spot, which I really do not want to do. I don't want a rematch, but a replay, should I say, but it's looking like that's the case. That's a really poor pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. He's managed to dispossess him there. Wells puts the ball to Mccormack, who has a shot, and that's just skewed wide, and that's pretty much the story of the day. I was never going to score in this game, no matter how long it lasted, and it's finished 0-0. So, some more transfer news. We've had a transfer offer for Ross McCormack. It was only a matter of frigging time before clubs came in for him, and I'm just going to deny or slam shut any offers, and funny enough it's by a team but I'm actually offering for a player. They've offered 2 million, which isn't a bad price, but I just don't want to let him go at the moment. He's in great form and I need to keep my best players if I want to push for that playoff position. So yeah, the contract offer for Tommy Rowe's actually been accepted this time. So we can go ahead and accept that and put him at left back for the next game, which is a fantastic signing in my opinion. For 500k I couldn't have signed a better left back. He's 25 years of age. He's got a lot of improving to do yet, and we have a solid left back now in my opinion. I'm really, really pleased with that signing. Some people might think you're overreacting a little bit, aren't you? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I really don't rate Peltier at left back. He's a centre back. He always has been and he always will be. Stephen Warnock, he's a left back as well, but he's just not been good enough for us. To give another player a chance in Tommy Rowe, I'm happy to do. Rudy Austin's in good form at the moment, whereas Pollon, who was in fantastic form pre-season, really isn't at the moment. Jason Pearce is in good form. Scott Watton's in good form, but unfortunately picked up an injury in that last game. Paddy Kenny's in good form. Matt Smith and Blackstock both are not in good form, which is worrying when your strikers aren't in form, and one of them is really struggling for goals at the moment. Well, obviously I'm on about Naki Wells. So yeah guys, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get one out to you. I hope to get one out to you again very soon. If you've enjoyed this, give us a like and comment. I really appreciate it. Cheers guys, have a good Christmas as well. Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year.